Wade
and Wade
reacts.
This is our review for Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. We're going to tell you the good, the bad, and the nitpicks, or in this case,
The bad, the whack, and the wackest.
So let's get into it.
There's nothing good about Rebel Moon, The Scargiver. I thought that they would take this movie a step up, at least in the action, because the first movie was terrible. It was trash if you watched it with an unbiased eye. Maybe some of you are super fans of Zack Snyder, so whatever he puts out is gold. But if you are watching this objectively, just looking at the movie for quality of story, for action, for choreography, for a seamless flow between scenes, the first one was trash. They managed to make this one even worse. It wasn't a step up. It was about 3 steps down. I said the other one was in the depths of hell when it comes to whackness. This right here was even lower than that. The action sucked, which I thought they would step up the action and make the action more palatable to the fans or to viewers, but they didn't. The story was trash. Man, they killed off characters and gave them a grand exit when they never gave them a grand entrance. They thought that it would be a sentimental moment for the viewers watching these people die, or a sad moment watching these people be killed, when you never built up this character. The character, matter of fact, was introduced 5 minutes ago. Why does he even deserve such a grand death?
Yeah.
Why does he deserve an honorable exit? The characters were trash. There was a lady who had bionic arms. I thought that she was about to go hard. I thought that she had a compelling backstory. Comes to find out that the enemy that invaded the planet didn't cut her arms off. She cut her own arms off and replaced them with machines or bionic limbs. Then later on, those limbs get cut off again. Like, what the, y'all, this movie was ridiculous. Trash. What the heck is, what's wrong with y'all?
Man, I'm glad that we didn't review this movie yesterday, because if we would have, man, I would have tore this to shreds. I can't say after sleeping on this movie, and literally sleeping on this movie because it almost put me to sleep, I can say that there was some good. So I had some enjoyment. The robot fight scene, that's about it.
Yep.
I watched a whole movie on that robot.
Yeah,
About,
me too.
as a matter of fact, Zack Snyder get that robot and then have him find all the other robots that the Empire mistreated, and then have him link up with them robots, because it looks like they're gonna try to do a third one. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, because this movie was whack. Whack as heck to the wackest degree.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever they focus more on that robot. I think a better movie would have been the flashback with Djimon Hounsou's character, how he was betrayed by his government. Also with the main character, they called her the Scargiver, didn't they?
Yep.
With her betraying the king. So this is a spoiler. This movie, I don't even suggest you watch it if you haven't seen it yet. And when she killed the girl, and then also the what they call it, the home world.
Yep.
They betrayed the guy. See, I don't even know the character's name. Just how trash this movie is. The guy that flies on the birds, or the griffins.
Yeah.
when his kingdom, when it got into a conflict with the home world, those 3 flashbacks were way better than what the heck they put together for us to watch. Though, if they would have made that a movie instead of what they gave us, because right now it's like, which came first, the chicken or the egg. They try to give us the chicken before the egg.
Before the egg. It's like, are y'all crazy? Man, this movie could have benefited from an entire prequel. Like you said, you should have given us the movie where Djimon Hounsou was a general in his military, and he led his people in the charge to fight against, I can't even remember the name of this group. I'll say the invaders, since they were invading people's planet, and they failed. And those same invaders invaded the other guy's planet that was riding the griffins, and his mom was so devastated, she jumped off of a balcony and self-deleted, which had no effect on the viewer because they did not establish who this person was. They did not establish that this guy came from a prestigious family bloodline, that he came from a prestigious planet. We had no knowledge of where this guy came from, because on the first one he was just a slave and a prisoner as far as we knew. So they should have taken some time. They should have used the money that Netflix gave them to make a movie wisely and laid out some prequels and broke this movie up into 4 parts. They still might try that. But I don't see how this is even deserving. Maybe the Netflix contract says that they can make 3 movies, so they have to fulfill the contract no matter how trash the movies are. But for real, this is not even deserving of a 3rd part. It wasn't deserving of a 2nd part, but the 2nd part made it even worse, which I thought was impossible. But some kind of way they mustered up the ability to do it.
A lot of flashbacks of this movie should have been in the first movie, because it explained a lot in the first movie. The first movie, remember the guy, he got on the Griffin, he's like, hold on, how does he know how to, because he comes from a planet where they ride. Yeah, where those things are common. So like, bro, I don't know what the writers, you know, who had the final say so on the script. I don't know if Netflix, they looked over and it was like, hey, this is good. But whoever had the final say so on the script, they tripping. They should have waited a long, like get the movie a longer time to really develop as far as with the writing of the script. And then, first of all, turn the backstory. They can still do this. Turn that backstory into like a 6 or 8 part miniseries, and flesh out, you know, why did the king get betrayed? Because we don't even know why dude betrayed the king.
Yeah, even the
flashbacks don't even be explaining nothing.
The flashbacks don't even make sense. We still don't know who dude was. We know his purpose was to kill the king and the king's family, and most importantly, his goal was to kill the princess, but we don't even know why that is. We don't know who this guy is. We don't know who sent him on this mission, nor do we know why he was on the mission. What the heck is this movie? And that's what it left you thinking, like, why is this happening? What the heck is this? How did this scene come out of nowhere? How did this particular character just appear and have some significance in the story when the significance of that character was never built?
I agree with all that. So from a scale from whack to masterpiece, where does this movie sit for you?
This movie is a masterpiece in whackness. It makes no sense that you have 3 experienced writers who have been in Hollywood for decades, who've worked on movies like John Wick 3, John Wick 4. Then you have Zack Snyder, who worked on the Justice League, and the Snyder Cut was beautiful, a beautiful work. Worked on Watchmen, 300. Then you have another writer who's been in the Hollywood movie business for decades. And you come up with this garbage? It's like, man, they must have been drunk or under the influence of some kind of drug when they wrote this, and they all took turns writing scenes, and they were in separate rooms, not sharing ideas with one another. That's what this seemed like. And they just put it all together and threw it into Netflix's office and said, produce this. That's how trash this was. It was a senseless amalgamation of scenes. It was absolute garbage. I don't want to see a part 3. I might watch it just to get another review out. But I do not want to see a part 3. It doesn't deserve a part 3. And how much worse can it get? You know what? That might be the purpose to watch it, to see how much worse the writing can get. How much worse can they make the 4th movie?
Yeah, I have to agree with everything you just said. From a scale from whack to masterpiece, this is booty in a baby's diaper. Straight up garbage dookie. This is the bottom of a trash heap somewhere out there in the waste of the world. I don't even know. Man, the execution. This film has a lot of good ideas, but the execution is garbage. And, you know, going forward, that 3rd movie, make that robot the star, give him one of them little glowing swords, give him a shield, give him an assault rifle, give him like a little X strap with just grenades across his chest.
That's what we need right there.
That's what I want to see. But, hey, that's been our review. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Share this video, and we're out of here.
Peace.